So Eclipse Capella and Eclipse SysOn are two tools to do architecture design from a system point of view and functional analysis. Capella and SysOn are used to do multidiscipline design, which means that if you are software and you want also to work with mechanical guys, safety, simulation and other type of discipline, you need to have the same input to coordinate your effort. To manage the complexity of system, a key aspect is to early define the integration point between your system and others. The earlier you can do this, the less you will have surprise at the end of the process. So doing system architecture helps you to identify this bottleneck or some issues. And then something else is to identify the functions. So the function is what your system is supposed to be performed, and how your function needs other functions from outside. And this functional aspect is very, very key to ensure that you do the right things to the right component of your system. Capella helps to scale and to help to have collaboration with other domains thanks to the digital thread. A digital thread is digital continuity from the requirement, and so the specification, to the maintenance through the different level of detail of design. Architectures is key because it is usually the central piece between the different disciplines and the different tools. And so if you have modification somewhere in the software, you can come back on the architectures, apply the modification, and everybody know what they are supposed to modify. Especially also, it's interesting when you are doing an SDV automotive, you could have several paths to design your automotive around a subcomponent. And it is key to use architecture to explore easily several paths, to do trade-off analysis, and to select the one which is the most efficient. So Capella is a reference in the blueprint of SDV as the tool and the methodology at the beginning of a process of designing an SDV system. So when you look at the Eclipse SDV project, you can follow the blueprint as a kind of journey of how to ramp up, how to explain you what the different tools you can use, or what the different models you can do at different stages. And Capella is reference there. So we are active in SDV on this blueprint to help to people to ramp up in this area. For the sustainability of a SDV system, and so for the long-term maintenance, it's important to have in mind that the SDV system is very incremental. SDV has been designed to be agile, and so you can do update of the software regularly, even on the air. But it is important in the same way to keep the big picture of the architectures. If you don't do this, after several years, it will be a mess. So the idea here is to have something which is fully integrated, to have the flexibility of a software-based and with a code-first approach of an SDV architectures, while you keep the overview of your systems at any moment, which is in sync with your detailed design. To do system architectures, you have two choices currently at the Eclipse Foundation, with two approaches which are both open source. One is Capella with a methodological guidance, which means that it helps you to know which kind of activities you have to do with a guidance inside the tool directly, and it helps you to ramp up and to scale. Another approach is SysOn, is to use SysML v2 language, which is a standard one, a new one, without the methodology, perhaps because you want to have your own methodology. And so you can rely on this one to customize to your own needs. And in the future, we want at Obeo to try to converge with a new version of Capella or something in the middle, which rely on SysML v2 as well and on web technologies.